Hi kids, so let's continue with exercise 3.3. Here it's by mistake written 3.2. Okay, this is 3.3. Now we have already done most of the sums. Now let's go for sum number, question number 2, second one. First one, to kids, it is very easy. Can you see the figure over here? All the question it is given, all are parallelograms, and you have to find the value of x, y and z. In the first one, which you see in second question, A, B, C, D parallelogram is given, B is given 100, measurement is given 100, and you have to find x, y, z. So how can you find, kids? You just have to use the properties. Now you can use adjacent property. You can either write angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree, adjacent property, or you can write angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Correct? So if both together is 180 degree and you know one is 100, other will be 80. Correct? So if you are taking, for example, in this example we have taken adjacent angles B and C. Addition of B and C will be 180 degree because properties adjacent angles are supplementary. So B is given 100, so C will become your 80, that is 180 minus 100. I have written over here, see the written things with the explanations. Explanation will be adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. Clear? Now over here you can see similarly, if you take, you remember opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So if measure angle B is 100, measure angle D will also be 100, and if measure angle A you found is 80, then measure angle C will also be 80. Clear? So this way you can find out the values of x, y and z by just using the properties of a parallelogram. Now let's go for the next sum. Yeah, question second sum. Here the diagram is again parallelogram is given, one measurement is given 50 degree, and you have to find the measures of x, y and z. Similarly, kid, first and foremost you can just use opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal, so exactly opposite to that 50 degree will also be 50 degree. That is one thing you got it. Secondly, you can take any two adjacent angles, one is 50, another if you want you can take x, or if you want you can take y. So over here I have taken x, so 50 plus x is equal to 180 degree. Adjacent angles are supplementary, so you will get x as 130. Now x and y are again equal because they are opposite angles, so y will also be 130 degree. Clear? Very good. Now there is one more over here, z. How are we going to find out z? Now kids, you remember the corresponding angles. If you take these two parallel lines and this big arrow one, that line has a transversal, x and z are your corresponding angles, and again corresponding angles are equal. So whatever the measurement of x you have found is 130, same will be of z. So z will also be 130. Clear? And reason you are going to write is corresponding angles. So you can find these things, values of x, y and z, by just using the properties of a parallelogram. Now let's go to the next sum, the third sum. The third diagram given is a parallelogram is given, two diagonals are given, and diagonals are perpendicular bisectors, means it is bisecting, forming 90 degree, and one of the measure is given 30 degree. Now kids, as you know, they are angle by perpendicular bisectors. All the middle ones angles will be 90 degree. So one value you directly found out, x will be 90 degree. Perpendicular bisector, diagonals of a parallelogram are perpendicular bisector 90 degree. Now you know, if you take this small triangle, this, where you can see 30 is given, y is given and x is given. Now you know the value of x is 90. You know 30 is already given. Can't you find the third side? Yes. By what reason? Angle sum property of a triangle, that is all three angles together should be 180 degree. So if one is 90, one is 30, what will be y? 180 minus 90 plus 30. So the answer you get is, what answer you will get? Yeah, 90 plus 30 is 120. So y will be 180 minus 120, that is 60. So you got the value of y as 60, x as 90. Now which you need to find is z. Now kids, if you see, can you see the double arrows in both lines over here? Where double arrows are there, those both are parallel lines. If you take this where y is there, that as a transversal, what you will get, kids? Y is equal to z. Reason will be alternative interior angles. So if y you have found 60, z will also be 60. The reason you are going to write, see over here the explanations. The reason you are going to write alternative, you can write alternate, wait over here. You will write, can you see over here? Z is equal to y is equal to 60. Reason given is alternative angles. Clear? Now the next one, that is the fourth one. The diagram given over here, x, y, z you have to find out, and one angle is given, that is 80 degree. So first and foremost, as it is a parallelogram, exactly the opposite angle y will also be 80 degree. Opposite angles of a parallelogram. Now if you know y, can't you find the adjacent sides? You know parallelogram adjacent sides are supplementary. So y plus x is equal to 180 degree. Now you know y is 80. So x will be 180 minus 80. That is 100. Clear? So the reason you are going to write is adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. So you got the value of y, you got the value of x. Now what about z? Now kids, if you take these two as parallel lines, the line with y as an angle and the line with x as an angle, and if you take the line z straight as a transversal, you will see, what you will see, 80 degree and z, they both are corresponding angles. What are they? They are corresponding angles. So that corresponding angles, as you know the property, they are equal. So z answer will also be 80 degree. Clear? For reasons, just check out what I have written over here in purple. These are the reasons, and this way we can easily find the values of x, y and z. Okay kids, we continue tomorrow. Till then, bye bye. Practice at home.